which then bleeds into municipal broadband. Now, for anyone who's not as familiar with municipal broadband, the nuts and bolts, very, very big Cliff Notes summary of it. Municipal broadband is city owned internet. It takes the internet out of the hands of the big cable companies and puts it into the hands of cities and municipalities where it should have been in the first place, quite frankly. What we have in the United States is more or less an organized duopoly by these big cable companies. And that's why we get overall shoddy internet at a very high price. They don't engage in upgrading their equipment and their service when it's necessary. They just engage in price gouging as much as they can. And they have more or less an organized duopoly. You know, when you're in Comcast country or AT&T country, there's some overlap and some other players involved. I have Cox and Spectrum near me, and then you got Verizon floating around there. But for the most part, they respect each other's turf. It's very mafia-esque. So when you take the internet out of their hands and put it into a city's hands, 100% of the time, literally 100%, the city is able to offer better internet at a better price. Why? Because internet infrastructure isn't some total Rubik's cube. You know, I mean, I'm not a tech person, but there's plenty of people who are, and they know how to do this stuff. Out in the UK, there were a bunch of farmers in the middle of nowhere. They were tired of how shoddy their internet was. So they laid fiber cable with their tractors. And now they have this amazing internet out in the middle of nowhere. So it can be done, and a city can do it. And any city can do it. I mean, this has happened in major cities like Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is, if you're interested in this issue, look up Chattanooga, Tennessee. They have some of the best internet in the world because they've had municipal broadband for years now. They utilized their grid and built it a long time ago. And it can be done in a city of 7,000 people, like I believe Charlemont, Massachusetts, is one of those examples.